Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your reading. This is for the end of December. I apologize. I was hoping to get these out before Christmas. I hope everybody is well. I hope you enjoyed your holidays. This will resonate probably for the end of well, hopefully it resonates for you, but the energy is going to be around the last week of December, maybe even into the beginning of January. And then we'll get into January reads later on this week. Okay. So if you are returning, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. I hope you'll stay. I am available for personal readings. If you'd like one of those, the information's in the description box or my about section of my channel. Okay, a lot of cards want to fly out, so I think there's a lot of stuff going on for you guys. So we're going to get into your recent past, your current energy, as well as the near future. And then we are going to take a peek at what's going on with you and your person. All right, these cards are really feisty today for you guys. Let me cut one more time. All right, let's see. Recent past. We've got, well, no wonder. Big changes. Things, you're going to have something, or you did just recently have a big choice to make. And I think it was going to be a life-changing choice. They're asking you to have patience with yourself. So this isn't going to be easy. Whatever it is bringing it feels energetically like it's a painful decision. So, but it's going to make such a difference in your life. If you don't feel like you want to be pressured about what to do, they're saying just have patience. You'll know when the moment is. I'll get into it when we start to read the cards, but she's going back and forth with the cups, and the same thing with the Two of Swords. I do feel like whatever this is really tough for you. So in the near future, or I'm sorry, the current energy is the Five of Cups in reverse with the Death in reverse. So something, needs to be closed out. And the World in reverse. In the near future, we have the Nine of Wands in reverse with the Four of Cups in reverse and the Hierophant. Overall energy is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So there's something that you're not wanting to put any effort or energy into anymore. And I think you're going to have a tough time because whoever this person is in your life for you, friend, family, partner, probably a partner for some of you, doesn't let go easily. I feel like there's something that connects you really passionately. I feel that deep kind of draw to this person, and that can make it really difficult for you, but I just don't feel like you want any kind of drama. I don't think this person has the ability to let go. But this is a really strong, and I don't always get that with the Knight of Wands. Whoever this is has such a deep passion for you, they can't imagine their lives without you. That's how powerful it is. But I feel like part of you just wants to pull back. And you may also feel like they don't put in the work that you need them to in the relationship the same way that you do. I think there's a desire to overcome whatever obstacles there were for this person. They don't want to continue to deal with any kind of internal battles that they were having. It feels like they put some of that stuff to bed. Maybe they were dealing with a third party. It doesn't have to be. It can be an energy of something like maybe they focus too much on work or their friends or other things other than you. But I think that's because they had issues themselves. I want to say this person needs a lot of attention. This is really strange. I don't usually get things like this, but just bear with me for a sec. If they're a Leo, Sag, Aries, that's your wand energy. They don't have to be. That's just the energy I'm sensing from them. I feel like this person needs to be out and about and needs a lot of interaction with other people, which could be really difficult on the relationship. It's not like they're the type of person that cheats, is not what I'm sensing. I just think they need validation from all different areas of their life, and they struggle with that a lot. So it may seem as though they don't put a lot of effort into the relationship because they're too busy trying to get the validation that they need for themselves. But they are so incredibly passionate about you. You're going to know. If you hear this reading, this is going to be for very specific people who are going to click in and go, I know exactly what you're talking about. Whoever this person is, if you are not with them and you have a tough decision, they watch you constantly. Like they pay attention to what's going on with you. Even if you're in a group setting, like let's say you go to a party. This is someone who can engage with other people and still have an eye on you across the room. Like they never lose sight of where you are and what you're doing. Not possessive. It doesn't feel destructive or toxic. It could be a little bit controlling at times, but I just don't feel that. I just feel like they like to keep an eye on you. They just do. It's very, very specific. Okay, so this is the changes in the recent past, right? It's like you're being thrown this opportunity to make a choice. What do you want to do? Because it's going to drastically change the direction of your life. And I think that's why it's so tough for you to do this. She keeps going back and forth. And it's like you don't want to make a sudden choice that's going to be the wrong one. And you may question yourself when you make these decisions in your life. And that's why the energy is, I don't always focus on the cups. That's why it's kind of like back and forth. Like, what do I do? And I don't think this is the other person. I think it's you. So you have a really tough decision to make, or you've already made this decision. It's coming up. The energy is very strong. So in the current, we have the Five of Cups in reverse with the Death in reverse and the World in reverse. Now, not being emotional, not wanting to focus on anything that has created pain in your life, that's great. But this cycle has not quite closed out. So there are still some changes that need to be made. So if you feel like you're in this repetitive cycle and this is the choice that you need to make in order to get out of it, that's what you're going to be faced with. And it could have happened or is happening right now through the holidays. You could just feel the energy brewing and maybe you don't want to deal with it just yet. You want to wait until after all of the hoo-ha is done. But I'd say that something has to be handled, and it's going to have to be handled soon. Because I just don't think you can handle the intensity of it. I don't dislike this person's energy. I think for you it might be a little tough. So you're going to have a choice to make about whether you want to stay in this situation or not. All right. Now, not everything has to be about a relationship in my readings if you're new. Sometimes work things will pop up and very instantly. This just happens to be a very specific story that's coming in. So in the near future, the Nine of Wands in reverse, this is you still having to get past some things that have weighed you down. So if you were in the upright, I'd say you've gotten on the other side of it, but clearly there is something that still needs to be worked through. And there's nothing wrong with that. We're all a work in progress. It's just right now is going to be very important for the ones of you that get to see this video and it resonates. This change has to happen for you in order for you to get over the next hump in your life. It's not always going to be really challenging and really difficult. But in this case, it's like you're almost at the end. Like they're showing me, this is funny, I'm seeing a racetrack with a little turtle, like he's busting his butt to get to the end. And that's what I feel like you're doing. It's like it's been a slow process, the turtle reference, but you're getting there and you're just about to hit that pinnacle moment in your life where you get to the other side and feel free. In other words, choices like this become easier. Emotions and how you deal with them and how you deal with your relationships, that's going to get easier. So you will get on the other side of it. Right now, I just don't think you see what Spirit's trying to show you. At times, I think you figure like, no, I don't really want to look at it right now. I kind of want to bury things. I'm not sure why I'm picking up that energy there. A part of you, yes, in the near future could get frustrated and lose faith and think, is there ever going to be a moment when I'm going to actually be happy? Because it seems like I have all these challenges. And this is when I start to redirect and it comes across sort of, bossy and motherly. And I don't mean to be, but we have to take ownership for our part in the things that we experience. And that's one of the hardest things to do. So if you've allowed this energy into your life, that can be really difficult to say, oh, wow, yeah, I did. So why do I let people like this in my life? If this person was playing any kind of games or you felt that it was difficult for other reasons, you have to ask yourself what's going on with you. The finger always has to be pointed back at you. I never understood when people said one's pointing at somebody else and three are pointing back at you. I got it, but in this case, I'm going to say you want to go within a bit and try to understand why there's discontent or something going on that's not allowing you to make this change. It's coming whether you like it or not. Now, whether you glide through it or it's rougher than you'd really like to experience is going to be up to you. But I think Spirit's trying to say don't lose faith because it's just another one of those periods in your life and you will get through it. Life is not easy. It's so challenging. I did a reading yesterday with this amazing male who just got it all. And I love that because life is not easy. It's a tough one. And I feel like this is just a really tough time for some of you. Okay, let's see what we have for the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Swords. So there's that Knight of Swords. So I want to say his energy. It could be a masculine. It doesn't have to be. It could be a feminine that has more masculine tendencies. They just show up this way. So the Knight of Swords says somebody's coming in. They want to talk. They just want to speak their truth. And I don't know if you're going to have it, or if you're going to believe what they have to say to you. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not picking up cheating. Maybe there was a thought of that, or you heard a rumor, something of the sort. But somebody needs to come in and have a conversation, and they're not going to wait. That, no, sweetie, no. Cat wants to get up here and join your reading. Okay, and then we have the Lovers in reverse, yeah. So could this be somebody that you have been back and forth with, disconnected from? Yeah. And I think you're going to have, or did have, a tough decision to make. Like I said, you got to make a choice for you. I'm not going to keep repeating that. Let's move on. All right, the Five of Cups. The Page of Wands with the Five of Cups and the Death in reverse. This is needing to re-engage with the things that create that kind of passion for you in your life. So yes, go back and look at things that brought you that kind of inspiration when you were younger, whether it's certain aspects of a person that you dated before, somebody when you were young, the way you felt when you were in that relationship. Something like that needs to come back into your life. Because if you've been through enough of the tough ones, there can be a little bit of jaded feelings, a little bit of cynicism, things like that. And I feel like they're asking you to get back to this place. Now, you could also feel like the person that you deal with can be a little bit, maybe a little bit immature. Maybe that's the way they think, and you have gotten, to a place in your life where you want to adult and they don't. And you could need to possibly close out people's energies that come towards you like that. They tend to, you're so nurturing and you're so stable and grounded. People are drawn to your energy. So you have to be cautious, because younger people are going to be drawn to you. They're going to want that feeling of home that you bring. All right. And then we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So obviously there is something that has not been walked away from or left behind that needs to be. But I do think it's going to happen. Big changes. This could also be around the ideas, the mental aspect of it. So it's definitely physically something happening, but there's also some energy around, what do I need to leave behind? What's been replaying in my mind? What do you keep going back to? I feel like there's something that you keep thinking about that brings you some kind of push and drive. And that could be the reason that you need to make this shift, even if it involves this person or doesn't involve this person. There's something that they're pulling you towards. There's something you're also not letting go of. So it's time. Whatever that thing is for you that popped into your head when I said that, that's the thing that needs to be released finally from your life. All right. The Nine of Wands in reverse with the Four of Cups in reverse. And then we have the Knight of Wands again. All right. God, this energy is so strong. It's like these two people have their backs to each other. So this could also be you running away, saying, no, I'm going to follow my dreams. I'm going to follow the things that create this kind of excitement in my life. Because he does seek excitement, right? With the Leo, Sag, Aries energy, you've got fire behind it. And I think that's what you're being pushed to do, is to get excited about the things that you want to experience thus into your future, not thus far, because you've obviously had experiences in your life that are going to, culminate and say, who are you? Who are you as a person? What have you experienced? What have you decided you do and don't want? All of that. And then from that point, how do you move forward and jump into the things that create that excitement that you desire in your life? Okay, the Four of Cups in reverse with the Hierophant. And then we have the Four Swords. There you go. That puts you in your head a little bit. So take some time. If this week you've got a break and you can do a little reflecting on what the next step is for you and how you want to pursue this energy, do so. I think it's going to be really beneficial to you. This cycle is going to close out soon, whether it be at the end of the year and you start the new year fresh. Whichever it is for you, there's a choice that definitely needs to be made. Okay, let's see. I'm going to clear these, so think about whoever's on your mind, and we will get into their energy. Yeah, I had a feeling the Temperance is what wanted to stay on the top of this. So the back and forth energy, but also having patience with yourself. So please do give yourself a break. Don't beat yourself up if you can't make a choice about something or you're not doing it in other people's time frames. Like everything has to be done the way that it feels right for you. So if you're feeling pushed by other people to make choices in your life, I hope that you'll take a step back and do what you need to do in order to make those decisions. All right, let's get into your person's energy and your energy. I see the Six of Wands, so somebody wants success. I think it's that person in the main reading. Now, this may differ if you haven't been with me before from the main reading. Sometimes it's similar, sometimes it's different. Let's see. So we have the Nine of Cups. You're somebody's wish fulfillment, but they're sad. So, yeah, I think this is kind of the person that I was sensing. Interesting. The Two of Swords and the Temperance came out as well for your person's energy. This one's in reverse, but they're in that mode of deciding. So it looks like you're a little bit stressed out about it. And your back is turned to this. So the overall energy is the Queen of Cups. Both of you could be feeling like a little withdrawn emotionally, a little shut off is what I sense. Now, this person definitely seeks joy in their life. So when I say that, it's like, yes, it's a wish fulfillment, but it's almost like sometimes they create sadness or they create problems because of their own emotional stuff. Now, do they want you? Yes. Do they think of you as being the person that could fulfill them in their lives? Absolutely. But they focus so much on the things that they've lost or the things that have happened. You may have somebody who talks too much about their past relationships. Whatever it is, they don't really see the cup, half is what I was going to say, half full. They tend to focus on that. Now, are they passionate? Yes. Do they have love for you? Absolutely. Do they want something good in their life? Yes. But it's almost like they have to break away. They have to make a choice to break away from the things that have weighed them down up until this point. And maybe they don't have patience. Maybe that's part of the reason that they have difficulty in relationships, because they don't seem to be able to do the reasonable thinking. That's what I feel like. Their brain seems to be a little bit clouded and they have a difficult time making decisions. So you may recognize this about the person, which makes things difficult for you, right? If you don't understand where somebody's coming from or they're constantly bringing up the things that have happened to them in their past, I feel like there's a lot of victim mentality there. So you have to be cautious of that. Now, your energy is the Knight of Pentacles, that grounded energy I was talking about. I don't think you want to move too quickly in anything. You may have already moved quickly in this relationship and now you're like, I can't get away from this. I feel like it's taking a long time. I want to find a way to get away from the stress. I don't know that you want to walk away from the person. I think there's a part of you that desires, again, that Page of Wands. So a feeling of like fire in your belly about something instead of feeling constantly drained or stressed by somebody who's overly emotional. Yeah. It's like you want to close away anything that creates chaos or any kind of codependency. If somebody has toxic behaviors or any kind of addictions, you may be a little bit intolerant to that. I think there's a primary focus on self. This card is very phallic. So for those of you that it's a physical thing, that's great. But I feel like you desire much more than just a physical relationship with somebody for the ones that this resonates for. Okay. I know that you want to get out of a place of feeling stressed because I can sense that really strongly. Let's see. And then we'll get some advice after this. Okay, it says free yourself. It is time to take back control of your life. Absolutely. I feel like that's the main part of the reading. And then we have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Am I upside down? And then trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Doesn't matter whether you're going to be with them or not with them. The Spirit's just saying, have faith that you will either overcome this situation or that things could work out. You can work through some of the troubles. I think it's going to be tough for most of you to stay in this type of energy, though. And then we have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. They are always a soulmate of some sort. It doesn't matter. They could be friends. They could be partners, they could be all different types of things. So that's kind of a blanket statement when it comes to soulmate. And then we have past life relationship. You have known each other before. If you guys have never done something that reveals some of your past life, I seriously suggest it. I had one done this week. I need to post this on my page. If anybody has interest in that, I'll let you know. It was the most amazing thing I've ever experienced. It was very helpful. Let's just put it that way. Okay, back to you. So this person, yes, could have been somebody from a past life. That's why you feel such an attachment to them. And like a part of you almost, I feel like you kind of want to support them emotionally. Like you don't want to leave them high and dry. Let's see what the advice is for you. 5 Pentacles, yeah. They're saying walk away from that energy. Let this person work on their own stuff. You're not confused about this. You know what's clearly, but you've got to speak up. If you hold back what you're feeling, and I know you don't like confrontation for the most part, it's going to be harder, because you're waiting to see if things are going to change. I think it's the clarity that you need to give this person. The page is looking back on the situation like, I need to be clear about how I feel. And the Queen of Swords is you kind of holding back and not stepping away. But being clear that you will walk away if this person can't get themselves stable. You know, there's abandonment issues around the 5 of Pentacles as well. You could just be wanting to abandon anything that is overly emotional that you can't deal with. But I'd say this is more about having a conversation with the person about how you feel, and that you just don't want to continue in this energy anymore. And if they can't get their shit together, then it's time to put an end. Let's see what the Lover's Oracle has to say for you. This is for Taurus. Oh, I really wanted to grab that card. This one is standing out to me. It says, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Yes, I think that was very specific. But you know what I mean? Because some of you know that this is not going to work out for you. Others of you, you know that if you put in the effort and they put in the effort, that maybe you can work through some of whatever this, I want to say, traumas that this person has had. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. Incredible. Sacred union, honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Every relationship you experience is sacred because it teaches you something. Even the most painful, horrific relationships have taught you something valuable in this life. Definitely honor and treasure that. It makes it much easier to accept that you're a human. You're a soul having a human experience. All right. Last but not least, let's get a couple cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle. This is for Taurus. Okay, this one wanted to flip out. Not for you. Some of you, you know that's true, that this person is definitely not for you. And then others of you, mending. So it is really a conflicted energy. So there's obviously going to be some of you that know that you want to work on this, and others of you that don't. Poised, while you do it, mind, body, and soul, try to stay as balanced as you possibly can through this. It's not the easiest thing. The number 12 is going to be important for some of you. That could be your birthday. The 4th, the 8th, picking up on the 7th as well. And then we have Treasure Island, which is a 9. So on the other side of the difficult endings, there usually is something really beautiful that happens that helps you to understand that once you overcome what you came here to overcome, that there is always something really great to experience when you do that. And then we have Chop Wood. So to me, that is about putting in the work, putting in the energy, getting out and physically being involved in your life. That's all they keep talking about. They want to talk about physical exercise with that. So if you need to get out and be a part of nature, go do that, because it's going to be really important for you. I know it's cold in some areas, other areas possibly warm. Do what you can to connect with nature. Okay, my loves, I hope this helped. Those were your messages. Thank you so, so much for all of your support, your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. If you'd like a personal, that's in the description box below or in my About section. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Lots of love. Bye.